That's funny, I just passed my sister-in-law. Welcome back to the channel, guys. That's funny because I'm actually headed to her house right now. If you've watched any of my last couple of videos, you know that I had some shenanigans going on. Self-inflicted. Could have been real bad. Caught my skid steer on fire. Well, it caught on fire because I was welding on brackets to hold some counterweights. And in the beginning of that counterweight video, I had said, and today, by the end of the day, we're going to put these counterweights to use because we're going to my sister-in-law's house. We're going to unload something for her. Well, that fire obviously set a lot of things back. Then I had to do electrical work. I was only lucky to get the machine running the same day, but the day was gone, so there was no doing that chore. So, we're doing that today. See you in a second. All right, well, we got the skid steer off. Let's see what she's got. Doesn't look like this is too big, but you know, sometimes it's not about the weight. Sometimes it's just about the shape and its bulkiness. She said that the guy used a forklift. Oh, there is a pallet. Okay, good. But the pallet's down there. I wonder, oh, it's a chicken coop. Oh, well, we like chicken coops. Oh, well, one-handed it might be a little too much. I'm sure there's a weight on this box somewhere, so we'll figure that out. Oh, 266 pounds. So that really shouldn't be a problem for the skid steer, but it is one of those, like, you know, a little awkward for, you know, one person to pull out of the back of a truck. Certainly my sister-in-law, she's 120 pounds. All right, let's set you up so we can see this thing do its job. All right, the first task is just getting this weight off the tailgate so we can put it down. So I'm gonna try to just very gently put the forks right in there. Skylar, if there's any gouges in the back of your tailgate, they're definitely already here. You can't see them from there, but trust me, they're already there. But it is kind of one of those, like, you get what you pay for.
Okay, let me pause there just for a second because I got a quick funny story. And some of you may be wondering why Skylar's not here to help. And I had to bring my skid steer over here for this box. Well, he was traveling. He was out of town. So I couldn't miss an opportunity to bust his chops, right? I mean, that's what family does. That's what buddies do, right? So take a look at this picture I sent him. Pay attention to the details because even he missed it. I said, hey, Skylar, man, I went over with the skid steer to get the chicken coop out of your truck, and bro, I messed up. I hit the forks on the back of your tailgate and put a big dent in it. Well, he was tired from traveling, and he didn't look at the picture close enough, and he bought it. He totally bought it. He actually called his wife and was like, I don't understand. Why did he have to be over there doing that? Why was he even messing with it? He could have just waited till I got there. And then I don't know whether, I think she played along with it, which is awesome. Nice job, Gimbo. But take a look at the picture. Can you tell the difference? If you see it, write it below.
All right, in all seriousness, I don't want to hurt his truck. So let me see. All right, I got an idea. You guys have seen me give a shout out to these soft shackles, and they truly are wonderful. I mean, just, they're cheap. I'll put a link to them in the description. But they just throw them under your seat in your truck, man. You use them for a million things. All right, I think that was enough. Yes. Yes, it was. All right, very good, very good, very good. I stopped just for a second because when I do the editing and I've got that skid steer running and I'm trying to talk, we all hate the way our own voice sounds, and I just feel like mine sounds even worse when I'm trying to holler over this machine. So, and it's just, look, it's just easier on the ears. So I just wanted to stop for a second because this is 266 pounds. It's not a ton of weight, but it is a very forward weight, right? I mean, that we all know that matters. We've seen some of these videos. The other thing is, I don't think without these counterweights, I would have been able to get off. And look, it is planted. It is planted. So already such a big deal. And let me just make sure I'm not going to hit anything. He does have a bed cover here, which only goes back so far, and it's a hard cover, so I wasn't able to just go straight up with it, but we'll pull it off now. You know, some of these machines, here I go shutting it off again. You know, a lot of these machines, they have the ability to keep that bucket level or the forks level when they go up and down. Oh man, if you get a chance to invest in that on your initial purchase, your initial order, do it. It's gonna be worth the money. There you go, do it. Darn it, they keep dropping this thing. My little Action 4 camera just fell again. It is, that poor thing is taking a beating. It's been a good little camera. They make it by DJI. There's a link below. I'm not trying to sell you on anything. It is waterproof. You can use it underwater, which I assume makes it waterproof up to a certain distance. But I'm not sponsored. I paid my own money for it. Anyway, that's not why you're here. These were great. They were great. I mean, it was totally different feeling with these counterweights. I've done so many videos at this point talking about needing to put these on, and man, what a great purchase. That's 210 pounds. You know, maybe there's another 5 or 10 pounds in the brackets that I welded on. 220 pounds, excuse me. And I got those weights for 125 bucks, which by me here in Central Florida, you're gonna pay at least $1 per pound, even for old weights. So I thought that was a great deal. They work great. I think it's really gonna help this machine and so many of the things I've already done and I'll do again. So stay tuned, you're gonna wanna see that. Quick recap. So this was kind of the first in use. I've used this since it was on fire. I did drive it all the way to my backyard to load it on the trailer just to give it an opportunity to sort of show if there were any other problems that were gonna pop up, but nothing did on that drive and nothing here. So no hydraulic leaks, none of the hoses have failed. Obviously, sorry I had to start over there because we just got a big gust of wind and we were getting the building rattling here. But this was sort of the big test in terms of, you know, this thing having load on all the hydraulic lines. So not just pump pressure, but actually under load. And I'm so lucky, guys. If you didn't see those videos, there's 2 of them. There's the one where I've actually was welding this on and showing how I did it. And there's a little bit of the fire in there. And then I did a whole separate video of me explaining the event. And it's worth a watch, guys. You should. I mean, there's some lessons learned I share in there. And, you know, we all need to just kind of set our egos aside. And, you know, if we all kind of go about saying things won't happen to me, well, they can. And we all know Murphy's Law, right? I so appreciate you guys. I appreciate those who follow and watch every week or every video. It is awesome, and I appreciate the likes, guys. There's a lot of effort that goes into this, including risking your life, welding, burning yourself down. So a like on this one would be awesome, and love to have you back on the next one. God bless you guys, and we'll see you then. Bye.